Okay, we're gonna start with 3 deep breaths. So hands together, and we're gonna open it all the way up. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Trying to get as long through your arms as possible. Keep your shoulders down. Let's take another breath in. And breathe it all out. One more. And breathe out. Take your feet a little bit wider, about hip distance apart. Just gonna rotate side to side here. Let your feet rotate along with your hips. Stretching out your spine, getting as much range of motion as you can here. And we're just gonna add a reach towards the sky on the next one. So we're gonna reach up and down, up and down. So it should feel really nice on your spine. As you're reaching up, you're pushing your opposite elbow away from where you're reaching up to. Really getting that good stretch. Let's do one more on each side. And go ahead and lower your shoulders down. I'm gonna go into some shoulder rolls here. So make these shoulder rolls big. Really push your shoulders up, really push them down. One more, and we're gonna go the other direction. Go ahead and take it the other way. Here we go, let's do one more. Now you're gonna take one arm, put it behind your back, and grab it with the other hand. So you should be getting a good stretch here already. But we're going to continue getting that stretch by dropping your head towards the opposite shoulder. Now I want you to tilt your chin around in different directions. So chin is towards the ground here. Tilting my head up, chin towards the sky. Feel how that stretches different parts of your neck. Tilt it back down. And bring it back up. Drop your hand down, keep your head to the side. And let's roll it into the center. Hang out here for a second. Go ahead and grab your other hand, same as we did with that first hand, and let's rotate through to the other side. So chin down towards the ground, bring it up in the center, and all the way up towards the sky. Back into the center and down to the ground. One more time with that. Right up to the center and high. Center, down. Relax your arms, bring your head back into the center and bring your head up to a neutral position. Let's get into our hips here. Get good balance on one side. Pick your foot up off the ground. We're just gonna open, drop it down to the ground, and close. We're gonna do a few of these on this side, and then we'll switch over to the other side. As you're standing here, think about standing tall. Don't let your opposite hip pop out. Be nice and tall through that standing side. One more, and we'll switch to the other side. Let's open it up. Close it, and drop it down. Get your balance on the other side, stand tall, and open it up. Try to get as much range of motion here as you can. Think about using your core to lift your legs, not your hip flexors. So we want to be nice and straight through our lower back here, engaging our core. We're going to do one more here. Open it up. And close it. All right, feet are hip distance apart. We're going to a couple good mornings. So with the good mornings, again, feet hip distance apart, knees are soft, and think about pushing your hips back as you hinge over. See how straight my back is staying? And then stand back up, squeeze through your glutes. Take your hands and push your hips back as you hinge over, and then squeeze back up. Push them back, get as long as you can from the base of your tail, bone, tail, whatever, to the top of your head. Breathe. You should feel a good stretch through your hamstrings, a nice squeeze through your glutes as you stand up. We're going to do one more. Stand it up and go ahead and shake it out. We're going to move move into our next sequence. So we've got 5 on each side of this next sequence of exercises. We've got reverse lunge to start us out. So we're gonna start at the front of our mat. Feet are about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit closer than that. We're gonna start by stepping back leg stays straight. Get that positioning first. Hips are squared up towards the front of the room. And then sink down into that lunge. Raise your hands up high, keeping your shoulders down, and then open them up. Now, as you come back to a standing position, I want you to think about using the muscles in your front leg, not using the momentum of jumping up. So really squeeze those front leg muscles, bring the other leg forward, and let's do it on the other side. Sink down, reach up, open it, and switch sides. So that is 1 rep. Take it back. Reach up high, open it up. Bring it forward, other side. Sink down, go, finishing up. Number 2. Bring it forward, let's switch it up. There's 2 reps. You should be feeling this in your front leg, should be burning just a little bit here. That back leg should be feeling a really good stretch as it pushes towards the ground. Go finishing up rep number 3. Forward, got 2 more. Embrace that burn, keep it low. Forward. Going into our last one here, and we're going to shake it out a little bit. Stay nice and low with me. Last rep. Sink down low, reach up high. Stand it up. Shake those legs out. Next up, we're going to do a lateral lunge, and we're going to include our arms in the work here. So, take your feet nice and wide. Toes are pointing forward. We're going to drop over to one side. Raise your arms up shoulder height. And we're going to do arm circles while doing little pulses. So as you pulse, think about those front leg muscles working, but also think about stretching your back leg muscles. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Keep those arms moving. And switch sides. Ooh, my legs are shaking. So this is the one, if you have a chair, you can use that chair to support you here. If this is getting too much for you, you can use a chair to support you. Switch to the other side. You got it, you got it. That good stretch in your hips here. Keep your shoulders down. Think about squeezing your shoulder blades together. Core strong, switch. I know it burns. Embrace that burn. Mobility includes flexibility work, but also strength work as well. Switch to the other side. So the last one here. You know, as a personal trainer, I'm terrible at counting, so we may have done 4, we may have done 6. And rest. I don't know how that hurt my shoulders so bad. All right. You grab yourself some water if you need it, and we're going to bring it down to the ground for this next sequence. We're going to do some inner thigh, outer thigh, and booty work here. All right. So lay on down on your side. Support your head with your hand. Let's get into a nice comfortable position here. Bottom leg is straight. Take that front leg over the front. And just hold on to it with your top arm. Okay? So we're going to work this bottom leg first. Start by pushing your toes back towards your body. So flex your foot. First, going to raise your leg up and back down. We're going to do 10 of these here. Little raises. Think about working that inner thigh. Keep your core strong through all of these movements. Don't let your upper body rock around at all. 2 more. Now we're gonna point our toe and do little circles. Couple more here. We're just gonna reverse the direction. Go ahead and take it in the opposite direction. Ooh, that burn, starting to feel it. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax your leg. Bring your other leg out on top of that leg. Support yourself with that opposite hand and your core muscle. We're going to raise your legs up, open the top leg off of the bottom leg, and we're bringing our bottom leg to our top leg here. Keep that top leg nice and steady. It's going to want to try to follow the bottom leg down. Keep it nice and steady up there. Squeeze those inner thighs. 2 more. 9, 10. Rest. Woo. Take those legs out. We're going to switch over to the other side. Same thing on the other side. So get into position here. Grab that foot in the front. Flex your toes back towards your body, and we're going into the raises first. Again, core is strong. Think about your inner thighs working here. 9, 1 more. We're going into those circles. Point your toe and circles. One more. We're going to switch directions and switch. Go 2 more. And relax your leg down. Bring the other leg out to meet it. Strong core here. Raise your legs up. Open that top leg up a little higher. And we're just squeezing the bottom leg towards the top leg. Keep that top leg nice and stationary. About squeezing your thighs together here. 2 more. You got this. Rest. Whew. All right. Take back over to the other side. We're going to get to work on our outer thighs now. So same positioning to start with. You can bend your bottom leg just a little bit here so it's comfortable on your hip. Extend your top leg out, flex your toes towards your body, and then I want you to point your big toe towards the ground a little bit. So this is going to rotate your foot inward just a tiny bit. We're just going into leg raises here. We've got 10 nice controlled leg raises. Think about this area here working, the outer thighs, hip area, outer glutes, really focus in there. Okay, we've got 2 more. Now we're going to point our toe and go into circles. All right, go ahead and point that toe, and we're circling. So with these circles is where you might feel your upper body moving around a lot. Really try to control your upper body here as you move in these circles. 2 more, and we're switching directions. And switch. Nice deep breaths. Keep that oxygen flowing. We go last 2. And relax your foot down. We're going to come up on your elbow and go into a modified plank. So this is plank, side plank from your knee to your elbow. So keep that glute on the bottom nice and engaged. My leg is bent. My top leg is straight. I'm again going to flex my toe towards my body and down towards the ground. And I'm just raising my leg here. You should really feel this one in your outer glutes. Keep your core strong. Almost there. 2 more. Last one. Rest. We're going to take it to the other side. Same exercises on the other side. So set yourself up, starting off with bottom leg bent in a nice comfortable position. Extend that top leg, flex your toes back and towards the ground, and get right into your leg raises here. Again, think about your core. Keep it strong and engaged. Control your breathing. Embrace that burning you're feeling in your outer glutes. Last one. Point your toes and let's make some circles. One more, and we're switching directions. Go ahead and switch. Ooh, that burn. We go, almost there. 9, 10, drop your leg down. Let's bring it up into that modified plank, side plank. Knee on the ground, support through your core and your glute. Extend your leg, flex your toes back and towards the ground, and raise it up. This is our last one here for our outer thighs. Don't let your hips sag towards the ground. Keep the lower glutes engaged. The core muscles that are closer to the ground engaged. Almost there. 2, 1, rest. All right, now we're going to move into the back side of our body, working our booty here a little bit. So we're going to go to a four-point position here. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and take a nice deep breath here. You want to elongate through your spine. Let's go ahead and stretch your leg out. One leg out straight. And we're just going to raise it up. I don't want you to raise it up so much that you get a huge arch in your lower back. We want to keep your back as straight as possible and just get a nice little squeeze through your boot. We got 2 more and we're going to bend our knee. Go ahead and bend your knee, and now we're going to push your heel towards the ceiling, bring it all the way down, push it back up. So keep your foot flexed, your toes curl back towards your shin. And again, keep your back straight. Don't push up so high that you're getting a huge arch in your back. Core stays strong, supporting your spine. And last one here. Go ahead and straighten it back out. We've got one more exercise for our booty. Raise your leg up, and we're just going to point your toes and do some circles. Little circle. Don't let your upper body move around a ton. Keep your hips squared up towards the ground. Pull your belly in. 2 more. I'm going to switch directions and switch. I don't know about you, but my butt is on fire. You hear mobility and you think all the stretching, right? You don't think it's going to be painful. Last one. And go ahead and push back on it for a second, little child's pose. Before we get into the other side, I bring it up, 4-point position here. We're just going to do the other side. I'm just going to switch around. You can stay in the same position. So get that good positioning here, straight spine, extend that leg, curl your toes back, and we're just doing those leg raises. The thing about your butt here, as you get your leg up towards that final position, that stopping point at the top, really squeeze your butt, but at the same time, squeeze your core muscles as well. So you're supporting through the front and through the back. Last one, and let's bend our knee, push your heel towards the sky, bring it back down. Heel towards the sky, bring it back down. Keep on breathing, that oxygen flow going. Couple more. We go rolling into our last one here. And let's straighten it back out, point your toes, and then make circles. Hips squared up towards the ground. Long spine. Make sure your neck is neutral. You're not letting your head drop towards the ground here. Last one, let's switch directions. Go ahead and switch. Ooh, push through, we got a couple more, almost there. And rest, push back in that child's pose. Oh my gosh. Deep breath. All right, we're done with inner thigh, outer thigh, booty work, well, that booty work. And we're gonna carry on into our next round of exercises. We're gonna be in plank position for the next 2 exercises, and they're gonna be a combination of both of them. So we're gonna do 3 of each combination. We're gonna start off with plank to Spider-Man to chest opener to 6 plank taps. All right, we're gonna go through this together. So get yourself in a good plank position, hands underneath the shoulders, strong core. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. First step, step 1 foot forward, right next to your hand. Now if you need to, you can drop to your knee here or keep it up high. Next up, we're gonna reach high, open up our chest, and lower it back down. Take it back to a plank, and we're gonna do the other side. Step forward, relax into that Spider-Man, reach up high, drop it back down, step it back into a plank, and here's where the 6 taps come in. Tap your shoulders. As you're tapping your shoulders, you're keeping your hips squared up towards the ground, not letting your torso rock around. 1 more on each side. And we're back to it. Step up into that Spider-Man. Open it up. Bring it back down, step back to plank. Step forward into Spider-Man, other side, open it up. Bring it down. Back to plank, and we're tapping. If you need to drop to your knees to keep your hips from rocking around, please do so. It's better to modify than to do the exercise incorrectly. 1 more on each side. All right, step it forward 1 last time into that Spider-Man. Open up. Lower it down, back to plank. Spider-Man on the other side. Reach up high. Lower it down. Plank position. Final round of taps here. Whew. 1 more. And rest. All right, let's shake your arms out. We've got another round of plank type positions. So coming up next, you're gonna be going from a plank down into a tricep push-up, up dog, then down dog, and then we're gonna pedal, hitting our calves with that pedal. All right, we're gonna do it 3 times. That tricep push-up, if you need to drop to your knees, feel free to drop to your knees. Okay? Let's start in plank position. Take a deep breath. All right, so if you need to drop to your knees, this is where you're gonna drop to your knees. Tricep push-up. Push up into up dog. Get that good stretch, long neck. Okay, use your core. We're gonna press up into down dog. Press up, up high, and pedal. So push 1 heel to the ground, then push the opposite heel to the ground. 1 more time here, push 1 heel down, and push the other heel down. Take it back to plank. All right, we're gonna do that again. If you need to drop to your knees, drop to your knees. Tricep push up, press up high to up dog. Use your core muscles as we press up to down dog, and pedal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it back to that plank position 1 more time. Tricep push up dog. Use your core muscles, down dog. And pedal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop to your knees. Hang out in child's pose for a second here and breathe. All right, bring it on up. If you need some water, grab water. We are almost done here. We got a little core blast. Then we're gonna hit our back. And then 1 final phase of this workout and we are done. I'm getting water. Okay, we're gonna start off with dead bug, followed by glute bridge, followed by cat. Okay. Dead bug, you're gonna be on your back. Important with this one is keeping your low back connected to the ground. All right, so push your low back down, knees above hips, hands above shoulders. Lower your right arm and your left leg down towards the ground. Feel that good stretch. Press your low back into the ground and bring them back up. Now let's do the other side. Right arm, left leg, or whatever the other side is. Squeeze your butt here to support your leg. Bring them back up. Other side. Really push your low back down, extend long, bring it back up. Other side. Think about your core working and supporting this movement. Bring it up. One more on each side. Bring it up. Last one here. Press it nice and long. Bring it up. And lower it down. We've got glute bridges. So bring your heels in close to your booty. And use your butt muscles. Squeeze them to push your hips up towards the sky. And lower back down. As you lower back down, keep your glutes engaged. You're going at your own pace here. Let's keep it nice and slow and steady though. Don't rush through these. Really focus on squeezing your glute muscles. Sometimes it can help to take your hands and place them on your glutes. That way you can feel those muscles working. Helps that mind-muscle connection. Okay, we're going to do two more. Last one. Then we're going to flip it over. We've got cat-cow. So on our hands and our knees. Hands under shoulders, knees are under hips. We're going to lower our belly towards the ground, look up towards the sky, and then reverse that. Lower your head towards the ground, push your back up towards the sky. And just take this at your own pace, going back and forth between those two movements. A couple of things to think about here. As you're pushing your upper back towards the sky, think about squeezing your core muscles. Make those core muscles work. As you push your back up towards the sky, you should breathe out. As you lower your back towards the ground, you should breathe in. Let's do one more. And go ahead and sit back on it. Moving into our next section of work, we've got Superman with pull, followed by scorpion. So a little back activation, followed by some back stretching. Superman with pull, we're on our bellies, fully extended. Arms are out in front of us, extend nice and long. And we're going to bring our arms and our feet off the ground, reach up high, and then like you're pulling something heavy, pull down. Lower down. All right, reach out again. Raise your arms and legs off the ground, pull, and lower down. Do that a couple more times. Reach up, raise them up, pull down, and lower. You should feel this through your back. Extend, raise them up, pull down, but try to keep your core engaged too as you go through. Reach out, raise up, pull down. We're going to do one more. Reach out, raise off the ground, pull down, relax. Okay, stay in this position. You can bring your arms out into a T. Arms can be straight or bent, whatever feels comfortable. You're going to take your right leg, raise it up off of the ground. We're going to rotate through our hips as far as you can comfortably go here. We're going to try to keep those shoulders close to the ground. Getting good rotation here through your spine. And breathe. Now having good control, using your core muscles, let's bring that leg back to the starting position. And we'll switch to the other side. So look the other way. And raise that leg up. And over. Again, keeping your shoulders close to the ground. Breathing. Use your core muscles. Bring that leg back to the starting position. We're going to do one more. Look in the opposite direction. Raise that leg up and over. Bring it back. Last one here. Turn your head. Bring it up and over. Bring it back to that starting position. Roll it over onto your back, the spinal. Base is going to be on your back. We're going to start off by bringing one knee to our chest while keeping the other leg straight. So straighten that leg out, pull the opposite knee towards your chest. Try to keep your low back pressed into the ground. You can have this leg, the straight leg, bent slightly. If you feel your low back coming off of the ground while trying to straighten your leg out, just bend that knee slightly. You want to feel a good stretch here though, in whatever position that you're in with this. Good posture, pull your shoulders down out of your ears. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Extend that other leg out. Pull the other knee into your chest. Whew. Pull those shoulders down, don't let them creep up into your ears. Good, extend that leg back out. Both legs are straight here for a second. Now pull both knees up so your feet are resting on the floor. And you're still lying on your back. And we're just gonna rotate, dropping your knees towards one side and then dropping them in the opposite direction. Side to side, gentle movement here, stretching your spine. I try to keep both shoulders on the ground and try to keep both butt cheeks as close to the ground as possible. You don't want to get a huge rotation here through your hips. Good, we're going to do one more on each side. Last one. Okay, bring those knees back up to the starting position. You're going to take one leg and cross it over that bent knee. So you've got a figure four coming up. Grab the opposite leg and pull it in towards your chest, pushing that bent knee away from your body, and again, keeping both hips squared up. So both sides of your body should be touching the ground. There's a couple of different things that you can do in this position. So number one, the closer you pull your leg towards your body, keeping that good form, and you push your knee away from your body, the better stretch you're going to get. You also can straighten out that bent leg, which will give you a slightly different stretch here, just depending on your mobility and flexibility. All right, let's go ahead and lower it down and switch to the other side. Cross that other leg over. Grab your leg, pull it in, push your knee away from your body. Really push those hips down into the ground. Shoulders stay down, don't let them creep up. Take some nice deep breaths here. On the exhale, try to get deeper into the stretch. We have one exercise left. We've got a little corpse pose. All right, go ahead and lower it down. This final exercise is going to work the core a little bit, and it's going to work, stretch out your hamstrings a little bit. We're going to start with both legs straight. Bring one leg up as far as you can bring it. You don't need to grab it. If you can grab it, grab it. You're going to bring it up here, other leg stays straight. We're just going to switch side to side. We're going here, back and forth. Try to keep the leg that's going down from touching the ground. Don't let that leg touch the ground. Push your low back into the ground. So you might be here, grabbing your knee. You might be here with your legs slightly bent. What I want you thinking about is getting that good stretch through your hamstrings and working your core muscles. You're going to work your core muscles by keeping your low back pressed into the ground and keeping your belly pressed towards the ground. It should feel real nice. We're going to do one more on each side. Last one. Go ahead and bend both knees, pull them into your chest for a second. Push your shoulders into the ground. And extend long. Hands up overhead. Press those feet away from your body. Get as long as you can get. Pull your belly in. Squeeze your quads. Squeeze everything for 1 second. And relax. Lay comfortably. If that's with straight legs, that's fine. If that's with bent legs, that's fine. Lay in a position that's comfortable to you. And just breathe here. 2 more breaths. And go ahead and roll over onto one side. Let's get up into a seated position. Cross the leg here. Take it over to one side. Over to the other side. Sit up tall. Take one more deep breath. Exhale. And you are done.